Guys, hope everything's going good. Let me know where you're calling in from. We're going to be going into this information tonight on this call this afternoon. The Forex Blueprint. I see Brandon on the call. What's going on, my boy VP? Good to see you, family. What's up, Desiree? What's going on, Jeremy? Steven, Kavan, Elizabeth, Monica's. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? How are you guys? Word. So, seeing some of you guys' names on here, I'm definitely familiar or know most of you on here. There's a couple of you on here I do not know. But for those of you guys that do not know, I've been trading for 2.5 years now. Been able to learn this incredible skill set and, have some value to share with you today. I've been really working together and getting this blueprint down so everyone really has the same information that I have learned and applied that's allowed me to improve on my skill set and become more successful trading. So there are some basic concepts when it comes to trading, and there are some basic things that you'll need to do and things to understand. I'm not going to go into a lot of charts. I'll probably do some charts at the very end, but as far as this PowerPoint goes, I definitely recommend you take notes. This will also be recorded. It's being recorded right now, matter of fact. I definitely recommend taking notes on this. This is something that I truly believe will take you to any amount of result that you're looking for when it comes to trading. And a lot of these principles can be applied to anything else in your life. So going to get right into it. That being said, if you're not connected with me on Instagram and YouTube, my Instagram and YouTube is right there. You can always stay connected with me there. The recording will be on my YouTube. YouTube is Infinite Abundance. So before we get into Forex stuff, I always go over the 4 basics of success, and it's for a reason, because without these 4 basics, you don't really have the framework in your mind of what it takes to be successful in anything. So I always like to share these first. First one being, who do you listen to? Second one being teachability index. Third one being the training balance scale. Fourth one, the 4 steps to learning. And number 5, which is the most overlooked basic of all the 4 basics, is actually mastering the basics. That's the most important basic of all. So mastering these basics, just understand that no matter where you're at in your life, no matter where you're at in your results, that you can always trace your success back to these basics every single time. If you want to master anything, you first must master the basics. Briefly going to get into these basics as well, because this is important. Now, this 4 basics on this webinar, we're going to be really relating this to Forex. We're going to be relating this to trading. So who do you listen to? And it's important that when there's a lot of people online. You maybe see people in your chats. You may see people on YouTube. You may see people on Go Live. Now, there's a lot of information out there right now. We are in a world that is truly, truly overloaded with information. So it's important that you're listening to the right information. You're listening to the right people, and understand that the people you're listening to, you're going to have a mirror of their results. So listen to people who have the results you want. Simple as that. There's multiple Go Live educators. For those of you on here that are in I Am Mastery Academy, Go Live, obviously, this is where the professionals are. This is the platform where you're seeing the live webinars from the educators. You see any of your uplines or your mentors, you see anyone else that has proven results. They're doing, they're seeing success. They know more than you. These are the people you want to listen to. It's important that you're listening to the right person. Now, a lot of people, if you guys are on this call and you've never done Forex before, if you've never seen Forex, understand that someone's opinion that has never traded before, or someone's opinion that never seen success before, their opinion's kind of irrelevant. And really think to yourself, if you're going to accept someone's opinion, you need to accept their lifestyle. You need to accept their results, because if you listen to one person, you're going to get a similar result. It's a very simple basic of success. Don't overlook this. Second basic is the teachability index. You really need to have a high willingness to learn. You really need to have a high willingness to accept change. This is very important when it comes to your success in trading. You need to be willing to learn the information. The information is out there for you to succeed. Well, no matter where it is you're finding it, whether it's from your mentors, whether it's from Go Live, whether it's from a video online, whether the case may be, the information is there. It's just, are you willing to learn that information? Now, the other side of the teachability index, what is your willingness to accept change? Now, if you're doing what you're doing, if you're going through the motions, you're blowing your account, you're not consistent, you're not doing it, pretty much it means what you're doing is not working. So you need to change that. You need to do what's proven to work. You need to do what's already working. And when you find someone who's already doing what you want to do what they do instead of doing what you do, then you'll get a similar result. It's kind of how this thing works. So you're really just understand that if your teachability index is not high, it's because you haven't really been clear on what you want. You haven't really been clear on your goals. And when you have a desire to win and you have a desire to achieve more, this will undoubtedly increase your teachability index. It will literally increase your teachability index. When you have the desire to win, when you have the desire to achieve more, it's what's going to happen, right? Third one being the training balance scale. You know, this one right here really does go over a lot of people's heads. This one really goes over a lot of people's heads, and it may be difficult to understand at first, but it's still important at the end of the day. The physical side of success is only 1%. It's only 1% of success in itself, right? It's literally only 1%. And a lot of times people, what's up, Nick? I see Nick's on this call. Shout out to Nick. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, Nick. Shout out to Nick. Yeah. Yeah, guys, the physical side of success, it's only 1%. So what am I saying here? We all get the same strategies. We all get the same plans. A lot of us even take the same actions, but understand we all have different results. Why is that? It's because the spiritual side of success is 99%. It's really 99%, and it's almost 100%. And the reason being is your thoughts are what's creating your life. Your thoughts are what's creating your result. Your entire world is in your head. Okay, the outer world is not even real. It's only what you perceive it to be. Okay, so with that being said, your goals and your focus and your why, your motivation, your belief, this is what's more important, way more important inside. If you have a strong reason for being successful, you're probably going to be successful. But if you just muster up the courage to get the perfect plan and do all the right things and just, I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to do it this way and I got to do it that way. You know, that stuff isn't really important if you don't really have the belief that you can do it. But believing you can do it is really the first step. It is really the first thing that's really going to matter the most. So, you know, and I have some quotes down here that are very impactful for me, things that I've really shifted my paradigm over the years. He who believes he can and he who believes he can't are both usually right. When the why is strong enough, the how doesn't matter. These are very true statements. Every strategy works and every strategy doesn't work. Just realize that you are the one that's going to make it work and not work. And a lot of times, something that I learned from the book Magic of Thinking Big, I recommend that book. Magic of Thinking Big is when you believe you can do something, your mind will figure out a way to make yourself true, to make yourself right. When you believe you cannot do something, your mind will figure out a way, your subconscious mind will find out a way to prove you right. Like your subconscious mind's job is to make you tell the truth. It's literally to make you not look like a liar. So that's why it's important to lie to yourself about being successful. It's about lying to yourself. It is not really a lie. It's just understanding that whatever you speak is going to happen. Whatever you think about is going to happen. It's very important, you know, especially when it comes to trading. Most people can't see profits or consistent profits trading because they don't believe they're worthy of that success. They don't believe they're worthy of it. So it's very important, training balance scale. Fourth one is the 4 steps to learning. Any information you're getting yourself in front of, realize that there are 4 steps to learning this information, and you can literally master anything in this world, does not matter what it is. Okay, and I'm not going to go too deep in all this. You know, I want to get into the Forex side of things, but there are 4 steps. First one being you're unaware of your unawareness. You don't know that you don't know. Number 2, you're aware of unawareness. So probably before you hopped on this or before you got involved with Forex, you were at level 2. You were aware that you're unaware, so you needed to find the information. The book was Magic of Thinking Big. Third one being conscious competence. You know that you know, but you have to consciously use effort and think about it to apply it. So you've learned what to do. You've learned the strategy. You've learned the basics. You've learned it before, but you still don't know it. When you really, truly know it, that's when it's automatic. Habits are ingrained. It literally happens automatically, all right? So I'm going to get into the next slide. That's the 4 basics. Okay, now the why, this is going to be the driving force and your consistency. It's going to be the driving force to get you to that next level. You know, you got to understand that the thing is, trading is a skill set that can give you an infinite amount of profits. There's truly no limits on what you can make, but you're going to need a bigger reason than you to actually keep you going and keep you disciplined. And it's really important. If your reason for doing Forex is you just want to make a lot of money, odds are you're probably not going to make it that far, you know. But if you have a deeper reason, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your church, whether it's with kids that you help, maybe it's communities, maybe like whatever the case may be. I'm getting a call right now. 1 second. Yeah, so when your reason is bigger, usually it's going to drive you to be greater than you truly are, or greater than you are right now. So the first step when it comes to the actual Forex side of things, and if you guys are already in IM Mastery Academy, you probably heard this before. If you are not, this will be your first steps. Once you get involved in IM Mastery Academy, you're going to go through the academy, okay? Now that you've learned the basics of success, you've gone through that, I kind of framed this in your mind, okay? Now that you're in front of the right information, it's important that you actually learn it. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the academy. You're going to go to the IM.Center. It's in the Forex basics. You're going to watch every single video. You're going to take notes, go through the videos again if needed. This is going to be your basic understanding of Forex. It's going to go through literally basics to advanced, but it's going to really more so on the basic side of things. But the basics are very important. Really get you that vocabulary to where you understand what we're talking about on these webinars, right? Okay, go live. This is going to be the next step. And go live, as I was speaking about before, even if you're in iMaster Academy or if you're not, go live is live education. There's over 150 plus educators, I think almost 200 now, where you're learning different strategies. You're learning from professionals. You can ask questions in real time. There are chats. You can ask questions, find out what they're doing, why they're doing. And this is going to be a critical tool in your success. Being consistent on go live is why I was able to quit my job and why I was able to go start doing other things, because I got to a level of competency of creating the right habits, and watching one session every single day is going to be crucial. It's going to be crucial. If you're not seeing consistency with trading in itself, it's because you're not consistently educating yourself. You're not consistently putting yourself in front of the right information. It's a very simple thing to understand when you really put it like that, when you really think about it. Like, if you're doing the right things long enough consistently, you'll get the results that you want. Okay, all these sessions are recorded as well. Now, there's over 150 educators. Recommend you select 1 to 2. We'll go over some that you could do later on. All right, so now that you have gone over Academy, now you've gone through the Go Live, and you know, a lot of you guys on this call, let's see who's on here. I mean, I think some of you guys on this call, you've been involved for a few months, maybe a year. Some of you on here maybe quit, or maybe you haven't gotten started yet, or maybe you just got started. I don't know what your mentors have told you. I don't know what information you've seen already to this point, but I know that a trading plan is probably the most important thing for you to be consistent as far as things that you can actually do. Okay, of course, you're going to have to learn every single day. You're always learning. You're always getting the right information. But a trading plan is going to keep you consistent every single day, every single week. And when you're not consistent, you can always trace it back to your trading plan. And did you actually follow your trading plan? And one thing I always say is, what's more important than the trading plan itself is your ability to execute it. That's really the more important part. And there's this thing that Mark Douglas talks about called the profit gap, where the difference between the money you would have made if you followed your methodology and the money you actually ended up with, right? So drop a 1 in the chat if you ever had a trading plan and if you would have followed it, you would have made more money than you actually did by the end of the week. So like, you were supposed to follow this certain risk management. You're supposed to only take these trades, but you did something outside of what your plan said. And you ended up, I don't know about you, but that's something that I have done multiple times. Man, you can take a picture of this, or you can, and I've done this in other videos as well. What pair are you trading? That's a good way to start, is just to select 1 to 3 pairs. A lot of beginner traders, they really overwhelm themselves by trying to look at all these different pairs. They see their friends, they see different people looking at all these different pairs, and it can get very confusing. Like, select 1 to 3 to start with, and that's going to help you, not overcomplicate things. When you select a 1 to 3 hour trading window, this will also help you be consistent, because consistency in anything in life comes from a consistent state of mind. And when you prime yourself to trade at the same time every single day, you will automatically be in that mode. And, you know, one thing that the subconscious mind does is it teaches your body how to do things better than your mind. So you will, you know, doing the same trading plan every day, doing the same time every day, same pair every day. It's like you're looking for the same thing at the same time on the same pair. Like eventually it gets repetitive and you start to understand what you're doing and it gets a lot more clear, right? So the ones I trade gold, I trade USD CAD, I trade SPX 500, and then I also trade USD JPY. So I trade 4 pairs myself right now. What is your setup? If you have no basis on what a setup even means, find an educator, watch their session every day, 3 months, 6 months, like literally as long as you need, and learn their strategy. It shouldn't take you that long to learn a strategy. Strategies in itself are simple, but like I said, the part that's harder to do than making a trading plan is to actually follow the trading plan consistently over a period of time. Okay, so probably one of the most important parts of your trading plan as well is the fourth step, which is what is your goal or what is your management. And I believe that having a risk management plan is more important than having a PIP goal or what you should need to do by the end of the week. But when you can commit to risking the same percentage of your account in every trade, it's going to help you be very consistent, okay? Now, copy and paste. This is going to be a pretty key role as well, especially as a beginner or someone that doesn't have a lot of time to learn the strategy from Go Live. But as someone that wants to make money right away or sooner than they would have otherwise, you know, you can copy the different educators on Go Live, or you can go to the products, the apps, or the chats. If you're in the Enlightened Truth, the True Trade Alerts Telegram, maybe you're in a chat right now that has a trade alerts. I don't know. Gold Cup, Steady, Bounce Back, Harmonic Scanner, to name a few. There's also DeLorean. And like I said here, what's more important is not to realize, okay, which one of these is the best, which one of these is better. Realize they all work. Like that's the thing. They all work. They're all going to make you profitable. But it's like I said, it's not the strategy, it's you. And that's what I was talking about on the 4 basics of success, the spiritual side of success, the trading balance scale. It's on you to understand that it's not the strategy, but it's sticking to the strategy. It's not the trading plan, but it's sticking to the trading plan. It's really key and important. So what I recommend to do is I recommend to pick 2 of these at the most and just copy all of them with the same trading plan. And for an example, what you could do is create a trading plan to say, okay, I'm going to take trades from this chat. I'm going to take trades from this app, and I'm going to use this amount of risk on every trade. And these are my rules. And you're creating your rules, and it's just on you to follow it. It's really just on you to execute your plan on a consistent basis. And remember, guys, trading is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about what you can make in one trade or in 1 week. Trading is about what percentage can you grow consistently every week, every month, every year. It's something long-term over a period of time that you can really grow and multiply your capital, okay? Now, trading journal. This is another way for you to really be consistent, right? Because whatever you track grows, right? If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So when you journal the things that you've done, then you will know where you messed up. Did you follow your rules? What was your emotional state? You know, just little details that a lot of times get overlooked when we're in a rush. When we're in a hurry, a lot of times when we're in a hurry to make money, you know, we overlook the little things. And the littlest things make the biggest difference. So a trading journal will be very helpful for you. I actually have my own Telegram where I'm the only one in it. And I've been journaling my trades in there since December of last year. Journal every single trade I've taken. I've dropped every single chart that I marked up in there. I've dropped my weekly pip count. When I blew an account, I marked it down. When I did well on the week and the month, like every single thing possible, my thoughts, my plans, everything is in there. Trading journal. For the last, it's been not 10 months now. It's been the 10 months now. And, you know, I've really seen a lot of breakthroughs in these last 3 to 6 months of consistency and discipline that I've never seen before. And I can definitely credit it back to trading plan. I do it on digital, but what I do right is on a whiteboard. I'll put my trading plan on a whiteboard by my desk. And also, depending on where I am, like if I'm at home, I'll put my trades of the week on a whiteboard too. But if I'm traveling, it just stays on the Telegram. But yeah, whiteboards are always powerful in being consistent because whatever you focus on grows, and realize the simple concept of if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So important things like trading plan, trading journal, or to-do list, schedule for the day, important things, I always keep it in sight. Always keep it in sight. My goal is always in sight. My vision's always in sight, because out of sight, out of mind. You got to keep it in sight if it's important. Trading journal is really good. And it's one of those things as well, the trading journal. The first couple of days, the first couple of weeks, you may feel like it's not that important, or it seems kind of, this is a tedious task. I don't want to really do this, but like over a period of time, you will start to see how powerful this actually is. Over a period of time, you will really start to see how powerful this is. Same thing with the trading plan. Okay. It's very powerful, trading journal. So if you've never made an account before, you're like, okay, what are you talking about? Like, cause I don't know who's watching this. I don't know who's watching the recording, cause there will be people watching this on YouTube as well. So demo account is recommended. No, that's not recommended. You need to use a demo account first. You need to use a demo account first, right? It's a practice account. So you don't have to risk money before you're ready to, okay? Because trading obviously involves risk, and potential risk means potential loss. So you could lose money. So before you know what you're doing, you need to practice your trading plan, your trading journal on your demo account. And I recommend probably a good time if you're kind of in a hurry, and I don't want to be in a hurry per se, but if you have a sense of urgency, let's say that, use a demo account for 1 to 2 weeks and I say once you have completed your trading plan and followed it and been consistently profitable 2 weeks in a row of following your trading plan with risk management, I believe you're ready for your live account. That's my personal opinion. If it takes you longer than that, know yourself at the end of the day. If you know you're greedy, if you know you're impatient, you're going to have to work on those emotions. You're going to have to work on these emotions, and maybe you need to meditate before you trade. Maybe you need to, make sure you're in a good positive state of mind. Maybe you need to listen to personal development. Maybe you need to listen to music. I don't know what it is for you, but these are the certain things that you need to be aware of before you use a live account. You need to know yourself, but when you practice placing trades without risking real money, it gives you a kind of sense of confidence, but also a sense of, okay, I've already done this before. Now I can go ahead and do this into the live account. So if you have never set up an account before, these are some brokers I recommend. KOT Forex, Hugo's Way, LQDFX, FX Choice. These are some of my brokers that I've used. All right. So once you're ready to go live account, I believe that's the next slide. Live account, right? Once you followed your plan, you're profitable 2 weeks, you're comfortable moving forward, not in a rush. It's important that you truly feel within you that you're not in a rush. Because if you're in a rush to make money, it's like whenever you chase something in life, it's running from you. And that's why I do my best to not be in a hurry all the time, because I used to be in a hurry all the time. But what I realized is, like, if you're in a hurry, you're always going to be in a hurry. So it's like, why don't we just take a step back and why don't we just enjoy one step at a time? You can only take one step at a time. There's no rush on trading. You understand what trading can do and how powerful it actually is, but you got to take it one step at a time. You can't rush yourself, because every time that I have rushed myself, and you guys that have been trading for a while, you probably can agree with this. Every time you rush yourself, you ended up doing too much too fast, and you blew your account, or you lost too much of your account, and now you had to restart. You had to go make a new account. You had to go get another paycheck before you could fund it, or you have to go get another, and so on and so forth, right? Oh shoot, let me go back. Right? So realize trading is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It is not a sprint. Okay. Unless you were, and I like to use this example all the time. You guys know Johnny Pham. Johnny Pham is the only exception to this rule, right? He's the only exception. You guys know Johnny Pham. Follow him on Instagram. You'll find him, Johnny Pham. He's a scalp king, and I'm really, grateful to know this guy and just excited to see, his progression. He's someone that hit me up on Instagram about almost 2 years ago, and he's been traveling all over the world right now, just literally scalping on his phone. Whenever he wants to enter a trade, he just does it and he makes money. Like, he's the exception. If you're not Johnny Pham, go learn from Johnny Pham. He's the man. But like I said, trading is a marathon, not a sprint. And I recommend that if you've never created a live account before, $50 to $100 is probably a good starting point. Let's say you're older, maybe you have a lot of savings, maybe you have some money to invest, maybe you got thousands, maybe you got tens of thousands, I don't know, maybe you got hundreds of thousands. If that's the case, I recommend a good ballpark would be 10 to 20% of your total liquid capital. It's a pretty good ballpark. If you're working with, a lot more, I would not recommend putting in 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 if you've never traded a live account before at all, right? And one thing that my mentors taught me was that, hey, let's take $100 to $200 before we take 1,000 to 2,000, right? Because realize if you can take 100 to 200, you can take 1,000 to 2,000. You can take 10 to 20. You can take 100 to 200, right? That's just how it works. But you have to be mentally ready for that. So what's going to keep you mentally ready for these bigger accounts and these bigger profits as time goes on is proper risk management. Okay. Proper risk management. This is a basic guideline for you to go through as you are trading and as you are using either a demo or a live account. It's a basic guideline. Like I said, I'm not going to make your trading plan for you, but I'm just going to give you an idea on what to do. But one thing that has really made a huge shift for me in these last couple months, because I always used to calculate my pips rather than my percentage risk, but I started trading with percentage risk instead of pips, and that has been helped me be a lot more consistent. Okay, so just basic guidelines, you can look at that. Pretty much basic being 1% to 5% risk per trade, depending on your account size, would be a pretty good ballpark of what to expect. Now, trading psychology, this one is by far, I know I say this a lot. I probably say this on every slide, but this is probably the most important part. Like, it really is. Like, this one is another thing that's overlooked. And realize this, guys, it's a good attitude will get you very far, but the right attitude will get you anywhere you want to go. The right attitude, okay? And your attitude when it comes to trading, your mental stability, this will come with practice and experience, but learning from Mark Douglas is going to help you it's going to help you very much. It's helped me a lot. And just understanding, just humbling yourself to just be disciplined. Trading in the Zone is a book. Disciplined Trader is a book, but also if you just go to YouTube, Mark Douglas, he talks about trading psychology, and one of the basic premises that he always talks about is approach trading not on a trade by trade basis, but knowing that by following your trading plan for X amount of trades, let's say 20 trades or 50 trades, on average you will get X result. On average, not knowing the sequence of the wins or the sequence of the losses. And that's total paradigm shift in how you trade. When you really look at it that way, you say, okay, by the time I take 50 trades at 1% risk, at this is my risk to reward, these are my rules, I follow them, by that period of time, I will be around this much in profit. I'm not worried if I lose too many in a row, and I'm not worried I'm not overconfident if I win too many in a row. And you're just approaching each trade knowing that it's just one of the trades. It's one of the 50 trades. I don't have to know if the next trade is going to win. I don't have to be right. And realize that to be right in trading is to follow your trading plan. To be wrong is to not follow your trading plan. Okay? It's a psychology thing that's really important that will help you 100%. Now, I do have some personal development for you, some audios you can listen to help with your mindset as well. Your Wish is Your Command by Kevin Trudeau. 25 Secrets to Wealth Creation by Kevin Trudeau. The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. There's a lot more, but these are the basic ones I want you guys to listen to that have had the greatest impact on me. Okay. A good guideline to go if you've never listened to personal development before, 30 minutes to an hour a day to start, make that a habit. And I truly believe that will help you 100%. Okay. Now I believe this is the last slide, I think this is the second to last slide. So we almost done with the PowerPoint. Okay. Now, I believe that all success comes down to your goals, because remember earlier we were talking about whatever you focus on grows, but realize that if you don't have direction for where you're going, you're not going to end up anywhere that you've never been. So if you want things in your life to change, you're going to have to change things in your life, including your thoughts and your focus, and really see your future before it happens. It's a really important step, especially when it comes to trading. You will literally stay where you're at unless you're focused on something more. So I believe that having a 3 to 5 year plan will be good as far as, and really aim big there in that 3 to 5 years. A lot can happen in 3 to 5 years. Having a 1 year goal, you could do a 1 year goal. You could have a 90-day goal, but realize that each day is going to take you closer to those goals. Now, write out your goals how you want to. This is a recommended way that can kind of framework it for you, but understand that 90 days is short term. 1 year is still short term, but is longer term. I would say, especially if you're new to trading, 1 year, you're going to need to commit at least 1 year to trading, probably 2 years, probably 3 years. If you like just getting started with trading, you got to understand that if 90 days is not enough time to see if it works, okay? Because like I said, Forex works. Everything works. You're the one that's going to make it work or not. And that's why going back to the 4 basics of success, the trading balance scale, your belief is what's going to make you successful. If you believe you can, you will be able to. It will take time. It will take consistency and so on. But if you cannot see yourself in 3 to 5 years making this work, there's no point of even taking the next step today. You got to truly see yourself getting there. Trading is not for everyone, but I truly believe it's for anyone. Anyone can be successful in anything 100%. If you have a reason that's strong enough, you will make it happen. Your 90-day goal could be like an amount of income you're making per month, maybe whatever it is, however you want to frame this. Your daily actions to support your goals are going to get you there at the end of the day. What you do on a day-to-day basis is going to get you there. So the compound effect, a couple quotes I have written down at the end, and a couple books, some more resources for you guys. First, you make your habits, and then your habits make you. So if you're brand new to trading, or if you don't have a lot of bad habits yet, it's going to be easier for you if you just start off on the right foot. If you just actually make the right habits from the beginning. Make the right habits from the beginning. And if you have a lot of bad habits, just understand that the only way for your habits to change is for you to make a decision to change your habits. You have to become aware of your bad habits so then you can reflect and adjust and create new habits. And habits start with a single step. They start with a single action. They start with a single day. But make a commitment. Make a commitment for 90 days to follow a certain daily plan or it's a certain habits, okay? A daily method of operation. For example, guys, I wake up, I can't say I'm perfect with this, but for the most part, I wake up at the same time every day. My first hour of the day is always the same. Once that first hour is over, then I trade New York session, and then so on and so forth. So having a morning routine will be important for you. Realize you become what you repeatedly do. You become what you repeatedly do. If you're having trouble creating habits, if you're having trouble seeing the long term, if you're having trouble being consistent, there's a couple of books and resources at the very bottom that you could really use that will really help you, that have helped me a lot. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy and The Power of Habit. These books are very powerful. Like I said, I gave you guys a lot of books, a lot of audios. Do not overlook these. Do not think, that's not that important. Each step here, I truly believe I gave you everything that you need. And a lot of the things that are going to help you be successful are those books and are those audios. Okay, the compound effect and the power of habits. So with that being said, this is going to be the end of the slides, and I'm going to go review. I'm actually going to review the trades that I took this week. So I took 3 trades this week, 4 trades this week. So you can get an example for those of you watching if you've never traded before, if you're new, just to give you an idea of how these things work, okay? So I took I'm going to go to my trading journal to find these. I believe I took about 5 or 6 trades this week. I did take a couple scalps as well. Excuse me. Yeah, so I took about 4 trades this week and then a few scalps. I'm not going to count the scalps because there's no way I'm going to be able to find those 1 minute at a time. Okay, the first trade of the week was on gold. And let's see, where was it? We took a loss on gold minus 70 pips. So I got to find this really. Minus 70 pips. So I believe it was a limit that was set that got blown through. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's at, but I do want to show you guys some examples of trades. We took 1 loss this week, and we took, matter of fact, we took 2 losses, and we took 4 wins and 2 break evens. That was the end of the week for me. Okay. Yeah, this was a trade we took this week. I just found this one. Right. On gold, if you guys have seen any of my trades before, you will see I trade smart money, and pretty much where there is equal lows, there is money. It's going to break this down very simply. I don't want to get too deep into this. There's money under those lows. Okay, so I actually took a buy here, and it swept these lows. Okay. Right, so I actually entered a buy right here, and I take it 1 to 2 on manual entries, 1 to 3 on limits. That's my personal rules. You can create whatever rules you want for yourself, but this was the trade. This was the one of the wins of the week. Next time doing this, I'll be a little bit more prepared on like having all the trades marked down, because I do want to use examples for you guys. But this was one of the trades of the week that is an example. And the purpose of the Forex blueprint is not to teach you a strategy, but to teach you principles that you can use, because it doesn't matter what strategy you use. If you're more of a basic, simple-minded person, I recommend Gold Cup. It's going to be probably the simplest one. If you're thinking more advanced, if you want to trade your own trades, be independent, you definitely want to go in the direction of smart money for sure, which you'll find on Bounce Pack and Steady. You'll find that on Bounce Pack and Steady. But if you're someone that's super simple-minded, you just want to copy, I would go straight to Gold Cup. It's probably the simplest one. This was gold of the week, and then there was a USD CAD sell that we took this week as well. USD CAD sell, which was right here, which was a sell limit off of this candle. We took this one as well. Just an example, just to show you guys. We took it 1 to 3, and that's what we did. I do want to show you guys a loss as well, just so you'll see that you don't win every single trade. It was a gold trade, so I've got to find this. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, it was gold earlier in the week, so I'm honestly not sure where it was. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but I did lose a trade earlier in the week with gold. But yeah, whenever you use a good proper risk to reward, it don't matter how many trades you win, how many trades you lose. It's not really about that, but it's about consistently following your plan. So that's pretty much all I have here on this call. If you're someone that you're looking for more help with trading, you can always hit me up on Telegram. If you have my number, you can hit me up on there. Instagram is Infinite Abundance. YouTube, Infinite Abundance. You will find this video up on YouTube. If you have not gotten started in trading and you're looking for mentorship, you're looking for help, you can always reach out to me and I can help you get started. Hope you guys receive value. Hope you learned something today. Hopefully you got some resources that you can use to help you be more successful. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We have 3 months left of the year. We have 3 months left of the year. Perfect amount of time to end the year strong, to really end this year running into 2021. Let's not wait to 2021, and let's actually, be in momentum into 2021 with our trading, with our business, with our finances, with our health, with our relationships, like all areas of life. Let's become our greatest. Let's become our greatest version. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.